For Williamson County, this is Week in Review.
Today is a 100-day kindergarten. We had a 100 days fashion show, and we told how we made our shirts. My name is Nicholas, and I made my shirt out of bug. Today we are being archaeologists, and we are digging up some bones.
This week at Fairview Middle School, Student Council is selling candygrams and rosegrams. This is a great way for students to make other students feel good.
We are beginning our literacy circles this week, and we've decided to have a book tasting. So this is our reading cafe. Each student gets about 10 minutes to taste 4 different books and get a feel and to see what they would like to possibly read.
Independence had 5 athletes signed this past Wednesday on National Signing Day. Let's go get into the action.
We are doing skating and PE. It is a lifelong skill, and they focus on balance, and they're having a blast.
Today at McCreek, we were learning about the engineering design process.
We had to make a marble maze made out of cardboard, paper, and tape, using the engineering design process.
Today in AP World History, we're having a debate on who's the greatest world leader.
Today we were doing this thing called superhero conferences, where we have a list of Greek and Latin roots, and we pick one and we make a superhero costume out of it.
Today is our 100th day of school in kindergarten, so we are dressing up like we are 100-year-olds today.
Today in music, we are learning about the history of rock and roll. We play the rhythmic stick routine to the Beatles.
So we did a debate activity in which we chose a statement to argue about and then got groups around the statement. There's either a negative side, which I was the negative side,
and then there was an affirmative side, which I was on.
We're learning how to work the camera. Right now we're focusing on aperture, and we're just taking example pictures and just kind of like learning how to edit them and make them look good.
Today we're learning about rubber band energy with cars.
We're learning that rubber band energy can move cars.
We learned how to use computational thinking to solve advanced problems. We learned how to use algorithms,
Patterns abstraction.
We'll learn how to decompose problems.
Basically what we're doing here is we are learning how to program these robots, these Lego robots.
We learned how to play hockey and did hockey centers.
We learned about interpreting maps.
We have maps like about the dawn of humans or fossils, like the Mars or maps or map of the world or populations. Today in gym we are doing climbing activities, and my favorite one is rock climbing because most of them are a couple lengths apart, and it gives you more of a challenge.
We're learning how cars move with force and weight at Clovercroft in the 5th grade.
We're learning so much stuff this week in gym, and how to hold our hockey stick and how to work together as a team.
In Studio 8 right now, we are working on printing press, which is where you put the inky plate onto a piece of paper and then put it in the printing press and roll it out, and then you have the print.
And recently we had signing day, a very important day for Fairview High School students. Signing day is important because they get recommendations from their teachers about what classes they should take next year, and that usually heavily influences their decisions.
We were in Miss Josie's class, and we got 1,000 JoJo points. And today's pajama day for us.
Today in science we're learning about Newton's 3 laws, and we're about to launch our car.
We just played Acid River. It was where you had to cross the river working as a team without touching the floor, and you had to only have 2 feet on the mat.
Today we're here at Page Middle. We're from the Page High Broadcasting, and we're here to shoot a little promotion for us and to get the middle school really involved. This is just a flashback scene from our actors at Page High, and we just have younger versions of them here.
Book clubs at Walnut Grove.
It helps me have a better time limit so that I can train myself to read books within a certain time limit.
We were doing a debate on if college athletes should be paid or not, and me, Vetson, and Avery were saying that they shouldn't, and Kate and Marina were claiming that they should.
Today, golf pros came to teach us how to golf in challenge.
The high school came over and they're doing a short film about these 2 friends that aren't friends anymore,
and the guys kind of confused on why they're not friends, and they go into like a flashback that like shows what happened on why they're not friends.
Today is a National Signing Day for all the athletes here at Franklin High School that come into their college to play a sport, and Coach joins event planning class. They helped out and got all the stuff together and read the testimonials for the athletes, and we had a good day.
What run did you practice today?
The butterfly run.
What are you getting ready for?
The Williamson Community Marathon. In 7th grade class, we made a clay bird. We learned about how clay back then was made and how it was found. We had to shape the bird's body and we had to make designs on it.
I'm helping with a project for Black History Month, and essentially our theme is this tree where we're rooted in the past and growing towards the future. And so we had all the students answer on green Post-it notes. How's African American culture, affected you or changed you or been a part of your life? And Centennial is such a diverse school, so we all play a big part in that.
Today we are learning about simple machines. We are folding a pulley. Pulley is a wheel with a groove around the edge. A rope, belt, or chain in the groove turns the wheel. We're in computer lab and we are making stories on Story Jumper.
We want to make stories for other kids to read. We're the Brentwood High Theater 2 class, and today we're performing some group scenes. We've all designed our own masks, and we're doing a couple scenes from Memphis.
In science today, we're experimenting with density.
Hi, I'm Carolyn. I'm in 3rd grade, and I got to see the National Ballet today.
This has been Week in Review.